Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. And it's clear that the Unemployment Rights Bill, as I like to call it, must be dropped. It cannot go through. It will be so damaging to this country that it may never recover. The CBI has done a survey of business leaders, and it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good at all for Rachel Reeves because she's not going to get any taxation in, and it's going to look terrible for Angela Rayner because this was her baby, and even though she's not there in position anymore, it'll still be attached to her forever, like an albatross round her neck. Now, employers are angry. They think this is a terrible, terrible piece of legislation, and they've given a rather scathing verdict on how Reeves's tax raid and Rayner's rights bill are decimating businesses in this country. Vacancies are falling. More and more people are being made redundant. Businesses are closing or moving abroad, and confidence in the jobs market is at an all-time low. Now, the big increase in national insurance didn't help, of course, employers' national insurance, sorry. But another big rise that hit businesses hard was the national living wage rise. That has cost more than £24 billion across the whole country. Costs that have to be added on to the price of goods. So it's inflationary. And that actually hurts the poorer in society more than the wealthier. Now, they did this survey to find out what people thought. 86%, 86% of the respondents to this survey said that the UK labour market is a less attractive place to do business and invest than it was 5 years ago. 54% ranking it much less attractive. So, it's obvious what the bosses think. 70% named the recent national insurance rise as one of the top three costs to the UK labour market, which will have a knock-on effect on competitiveness, of course. And this is followed by the cost of implementing measures in the Employment Rights Bill, which is frightening business left, right, and centre. Before it's even implemented, before this bill even comes into law, 53% of businesses say it's going to damage them. And that's before it's in. What's it going to be like once it's here? Who knows? 78%, nearly 8 in 10 companies said the bill would hit growth, investment, jobs, and discretionary employee benefits. They're all going to have to be cut back. They can't afford them. Now, they say there's no doubt that the increases of national insurance and the national living wage are making it much harder, not just for firms to continue, but certainly to grow, to invest, to expand. They're not willing to do it. The confidence isn't there that it's going to be worth any kind of growth. So they're protecting the assets they have. Who can blame them? 86% said that the threat of being taken to an industrial tribunal for dismissing someone during their probation period makes them very cautious about hiring, to the point that they may not hire in this country. They may hire admin staff abroad. Matthew Percival of the CBI, he said that labour costs, regulation, skills investment, they said, and as well as property investment and bigger premises and things, said these are all critical actions all critical areas where action needs to be taken to safeguard UK's continued labour market resilience. He says basically, unless these points are instantly addressed, going forward, they're just going to crash. There's no way around them. No one is immune from this. They're saying it's because of government policy. It's actually costing 2,300 more to employ someone than it did a year ago. That's a 60% jump in national insurance burden because it's a high rate and starting at a lower level. So then businesses just cannot afford it. And so they're just not employing. And they're getting those that they have got to work harder or, as I've said frequently, employing people abroad. It cannot, the government, they say, they cannot keep taxing people and expect jobs to grow. It's impossible. You need low tax in order to grow an economy, which everybody knows, except socialists, because they're dumb. Mel Stride, he came out, he said the report is yet another wake-up call for Labour's Employment Rights Bill. He said it's not a blueprint for expansion or fairness, it's a millstone. And he's right. It is. It's going to damage everything. That comes in on top of everything else. Britain may as well just close and send everybody home because we cannot be competitive. And the businesses, as I say, are all moving abroad, or at least moving their admin side abroad because, hey, it's easier to hire and fire. Thanks very much. Let me know what you think. Till next time, goodbye.